Hi everybody. Is anywhere safe anymore? I think this is a very important question because we are currently going through this very important series of squares from Pluto to Uranus. Pluto. Pluto is the planet that rules control, power, structures that are still here, structures that they want to keep, authorities that want to hold on. For example, it would rule our banking systems. Let's face it, there are so many banks that needed to fail. They've been too greedy, they've made terrible decisions. Nobody comes and bails you and I out if our business fails. But these banks, for some reason, have a special dispensation, and governments and authorities save them and allow them. Pluto rules huge debt. So this is the debt in our systems. This is the power of the people that be that want to keep things as they are and to keep people down. On the other hand, we have Uranus, which couldn't be a more opposite energy. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio is a fixed sign. It's fixed. It doesn't like change. It wants to hold on. Think about Scorpio. You Scorpios will understand a lot of this, but you go very deep. The tentacles are very deep, so the tentacles of the governments, the tentacles of the banks, of the powers, of the structures that we have, go very deeply into our societies, into our networks, into our world. Make no mistake. And they can promise something and they can lie about it, just as they have done with people's money. They're just stealing it left, right and centre. So this is largely the energy of Pluto, ruled by Scorpio, ruled by anything that is secretive, things that are done in secret. Many people haven't known until recently that the Federal Reserve is not part of the United States government, that it's a private institution. So secret things as well would come under this Pluto energy. Pluto right now is in Capricorn. It's in the sign of Capricorn until 2023. And what's happening is, and we're seeing this now, is that Pluto in Capricorn is about earth changes. Capricorn is an earth sign. It's going very deeply into the earth. We're seeing more earthquakes than ever before. We are as well, unfortunately, coal mining, the gas, the fracking of the earth, which is said by many people to be causing a lot of the disruptions that we're having, and we're going deeper, and we're going to have to find ways that we are not going to destroy our earth in the process of this Pluto transit through Capricorn. It's very powerful. On a personal level, it may mean, especially if it's aspecting your planets very intensely in your chart, that you're going through a huge personal transformation. You are getting to the bottom of things that you never thought you would get to, but you're getting answers as well. Or we're searching for things deeply, more deeply than ever before, because Pluto is about transformation. It's about erasing things to the ground. It doesn't leave anything standing. So if something's of no value anymore, it can just destroy it. And then out of that, it's like the phoenix coming out of the ashes. Something new can be rebuilt from that position. So I wanted just to give you that feeling of what Pluto is about, that it is ruled by Scorpio, and that currently and until 2023, it is in Capricorn, which is Earth, which is our structures. Capricorn rules how we're structured, the governments, and it also rules how you're structuring your life. Many of us are finding that the structures of our lives are just crumbling. We don't know why. It's our job, our relationships, everything seems, for many people, to be crumbling. What's happening? It's an awakening. And the awakening side of this is the Uranus energy. Uranus is about the new. It's about thinking differently. It's about coming together as a world community. Uranus is ruled by Aquarius. This is the ruler. So again, a fixed sign being a ruler of this planet. Scorpio, the ruler of Pluto, and Aquarius, the ruler of Uranus. Again, a fixed sign, both fixed signs. So they're not likely to give way with each other. I'll come to the square in a minute, but I want to give you a deeper understanding of how powerful this is, all this that's happening to us at this time. Uranus is very much the humanitarian of the zodiac. How can we all be included? Aquarius rules thinking outside of the box, new ideas, the engineers that come up with different ways in which we can network things around the world. Look how things can go viral. So things can go viral for the good and, of course, for the detriment. And I'm hoping that by showing you some of these things, that we can create things that are going to be for the betterment of mankind, that we can create things that will be better for all of us. This is truly my purpose in sharing all these astrological things with you, so that we can raise our vibrations and that we can come out of all this pain and suffering. I truly believe it's possible. Not easy maybe, but possible. So Uranus ruled by Aquarius, and as I said, the humanitarian, wanting to include everybody, wanting to see how every person can have enough food, every person can have enough of what they need on this planet. And more than that, that we can all have our dreams met, that the dreams of what we all want, because we all have this connectedness. And this is what this Aquarius is about. The connectedness, the innovation, the new, the young people, what can we do that is different, that's pulled us down? This is the down energy. And how interesting is this? This is water and this is earth. Earth here, okay? Water and earth with the plutonic energy. So very much down, pulling us downwards. And this is air. The natural ruler of Uranus is an air sign. And right now, as many of you know, Uranus is in Aries, which is a fire sign. Okay? It's in Aries. So we've got water and earth, the down, the holding, and we've got air and fire, upwards, outwards. What can we do differently? How can we connect with the heavens? How can we connect with outer space? And of course, Uranus is not necessarily a friendly planet. Neither of these are terribly friendly necessarily if they are opposed. So if we oppose these energies, we're opposing the powers that be. If we meet them head on, I think that's going to be a lot of pain and suffering and civil war and all kinds of other consequences. If we go into this vibration here, we're going outside of it. The Uranus just needs to circumvent it rather than getting into war, because Aries would in fact rule war. There's a Mars side here as well, energy coming into it. So can you see the polarities that we have now with our world situation and, of course, affecting us inside ourselves? We're dealing with all four: fire, earth, air and water. All four polarities. It's again, I keep seeing the parallels in a sense with Jesus and the cross, this grand cross of energies, the water, earth, air and fire, combusting, if you like, and we need to find a balance. But if ever there's a time of an awakening, and a time when I don't think we're going to be able to predict things, to be able to plan things for such long periods anymore. I mean, look at the changes. Sinkholes. Who had ever heard of so many sinkholes appearing? I mean, it's happening all the time now. People's houses, properties, just disappearing in sinkholes. This is all this Pluto in Capricorn energy going on. But I'm finding as well that it's harder to plan things. So my suggestion to you is that during this time, it's showing us that we need to become more fluid, not to fight it because they're fixed energies. Remember, the rulers are very fixed in their vibration. So if we fix and we hold on, I think it's going to be very painful. It's what I was doing. I was trying to hold on rather than just traveling and allowing myself to have my experiences and to be in the now and enjoy it. I wanted to have everything planned out in neat little bundles. And that wasn't working. And it was making me more and more unhappy by trying to force that through. So it's not to say that you do nothing, but just to allow yourself to get more in tune, to be more in the moment, to get more into your senses and your physical body, and you will be guided. There will be a guiding space here coming along. So I just wanted to give you that as an idea now of how those planets work. I will go into more detail as the weeks come. There's a lot to discuss, especially with water energies that are coming up this year. But I wanted to give you a feeling of that so you can see, where is it happening in my life? Where am I doing things that are against the flow? And the other thing is not being too attached to things. I think the more attached we are to the things that we know, and that would be relationships, people, everything. It's not to say we can't love them and adore them, but it's the attachment, it's the neediness for more stuff, for never having enough. Jesus said, you know, the rich man can't get into heaven. Sorry, I can't remember the exact quote, but a poor man, and I think what this means, as far as I can understand, is that when you're always wanting more and more and more, you're never in the now, you're never enjoying your life. You're never seeing what you do have. You're never grateful for what you do have. And I think that if we can do that in our own lives, and the vibrations of this square can be a whole lot more enlivening and bringing some new things into your life. Maybe you need to move country. Maybe you need to move state. Maybe you need to let go of an old relationship. Maybe you need to let go of some stuff that you have. Maybe you've got just too much stuff and it's weighing you down. Maybe you're trying to prepare too much into the future and you're not living and enjoying the life that you have now. So these are just a few things to share with you. I hope that's been interesting. Please make comments. It's great when we can get into discussions. That's very interesting. I'm going to try and organise that as well on my website quite soon so that we can start to have some discussions about this and see ways in which we can help and inspire one another. So thanks very much for listening, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.